Miramar, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Tamara G. You can check us out on all of our social media. We are all over Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at City of Miramar. And we all know it's right here in Miramar and right here at the Miramar Arts Complex, as well as the Miramar Cultural Arts Center. We have Ghislaine Conquet. She is an artist, and she is bringing a wonderful art exhibit to the Anson Art Gallery, and it's all about natural hair. So first of all, welcome to the show, Ghislaine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me, Tamara. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. We are, first of all, loving the art that is right behind you already. That is one of your masterpieces. It is beautiful. Tell us a little bit about how you decided to do this art exhibit and a little bit about your background.
My background, I'm a former journalist. I was working on television and radio for the French branch in Guadeloupe. And as I was a personality, you will always have to wear straight hair. So I always used to use chemical product extension because for me, I always thought that to be attractive, to be presentable, to be professional, I have to wear straightened hair. Sorry for my accent. The standard European of beauty. Mm-hmm. So when I had a hair loss, I decided to wear my natural hair on the air. And I didn't like it. I didn't like myself because I never used to see myself with natural hair. Mm-hmm. And people that didn't like it either. Most of the people say, oh, why don't you comb your hair to go on air? And I realized that how brainwashed I was and how brainwashed Black women were by, the stigma, bad hair, good hair, and how it was important for me to accept myself as I was. And I said, if I accept myself, people gonna accept me. So it was a healing process, in fact. And when I started to do painting, I took the brushes 3 years ago only, and I started to paint my story about my transition to natural.
Well, let me tell you, the artwork is beautiful. We're going to see a little bit more of it. And of course, people can always come to the Anson Art Gallery to see the full exhibit. We actually going to have a grand opening and even a conversation about this. Now, as someone who has gone natural several times, probably since 2013, I'll stay with it for a year or two, and then I'll start blow drying it again, and then I'll go back natural. You can see now I'm wearing braids this week. How hard has it been to stay with the decision that you made? Because I know you said yours started because of a hair loss, which a lot of women do have. But how hard has it been for you to stay natural since you started the process?
It was hard because I think we always thought that having natural hair is a burden. It's not a burden. It's your hair. It's I was talking with a sweet lady, yesterday, and I was telling her, can you imagine? I have a friend. She's blonde. Imagine this friend. She's going to work in a foreign country, a Black country, Caribbean or Africa, and we would have tell her, oh no, to look presentable and to look professional, you have to wear dreadlocks. It has no sense, you see. So I have to do this process, but the turning point really was the book of Ayana Bird about hair story that I read. And it shows how hair has always been very important for Black people, and how since the beginning we've been taught that our skin wasn't nice, our hair wasn't nice, and now it's time for me. I said it's time for me to appropriate my own identity. I can wear wigs. I don't care. I can wear extension. But I don't want to be forced, and I don't want people tell me that to be presentable, to be, I have to wear wigs. So it was a healing process. It was hard, but it was okay. It was just me. So
And you are just fine, just the way you are, Ghislaine. I would love to talk about the transition from, being in the media, being on TV and radio, and figuring out or realizing that you had this art talent. Did you always do art? Did you know that you had this?
No, I always love art, but sometimes when you are in a field, I mean, either you're working, I don't know, when you're in a field, it's hard to jump, to test, because I was a little bit ashamed, shy, and I said, oh, people are going to judge me. They're going to say, oh, it's ugly. So I really didn't try until 3 years old. And I said, anyway, nobody's going to see my art, so let me try. And here I am in Miramar.
Here you are. So let's move to another picture. I would love to show someone another piece of your wonderful art.
Oh,
And oh, beautiful with the leaves for the hair. I love it.
one is natural. The leaf is natural, okay, and the bald girl is, when you sometimes when you have to do the transition, you have to cut all your hair, and to be natural. So yeah, that's represent the nature, the the face coming from the.
I love it. So, Gillian, when you talk about that process, and you're right, if you want to go natural from having processed hair or relaxers in the hair, there's one of two ways to go. You can cut it all off, go really, really low, and start working with your new growth, or you can obviously do what I'm doing and put in some type of extensions or braids or things that you will be wearing, trying to get to the natural state and have your hair, rest, as they like to call it. Which way did you do it? And do you find that, which do women tell you one way works better than the other?
um I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm not good at giving advice, and I'm not good at even comb my hair. Sometimes I do a lot of protective braids, but I don't do a lot of
Maintenance.
maintenance. But I have to tell you that the 27 sister Nandy, she's from Atlanta. She will come here and she will do a workshop for the opening reception, and we'll teach people. We give advice. So if the audience, if they have questions, so she will tell people how to maintain their hair. But for me, it's very simple. It's shampoo. When I do the transition, I cut all my hair. I have very short hair, so I just leave it like this. The shampoo. It was so easy and very economic, because very cheap. I wasn't going to the hairdresser anymore, so I I save a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, and let me tell you, for the folks who are watching, first of all, thank you so much for watching. We're speaking with Ghislaine Conquet. She is the artist from Guadeloupe who has a wonderful exhibit. Tell us the name of the exhibit, Ghislaine.
Embarrassment to pride.
From Embarrassment to Pride, and it's at the Miramar Cultural Arts Center, as well as right there in the Anson Art Gallery. And how long will you be in the art gallery there?
2 months. So the exhibition starts the 11th, so tomorrow, and will end the 1st of March.
Perfect. All right. So from embarrassment to pride. And if you are a woman who is trying to make that transition to natural hair, or you've already done it, or if you just want to see some wonderful art of that magnitude, please go to the Miramar Cultural Arts Center. And we would love for everyone to come in. It's free. You can just walk right in. It's free. Go ahead, Ghislaine.
Yes. Just one thing. I want to show you this one, because at the opening reception, we will have a talk we will have a talk about the history, our history. So this one shows, is the map to freedom, and we'll have a talk about the Crown Act.
Oh yes, the Crown Act. Yes, which it supposedly makes it that you can't be discriminated against on how you wear your hair at work.
And some of the painting are related to the Crown Act and the history of our hair, how our hair have been, I don't know how to say that. Our hair. This is a Tignon law, the Tignon Black women were supposed to cover their hair, you know. So
Right.
we talk about the history of Black hair too.
I love the fact that all of this is happening at the grand opening, which is, I believe, the last Friday in January, right? It's going to
27.
be, yeah, the 27th, right? So Friday, the 27th. Of course, there's always a reception, and we're going to have this talk. I'm going to be moderating that. So it should be very nice. And again, we're bringing in someone to talk about natural hair and how to take care of it. Let me tell you, it is a journey. Nothing happens overnight. And don't give up. If you are trying to go natural and be natural, don't give up, because a lot of times you'll want to put a relaxer in your hair. Like, let me put some perm in my hair and just keep on moving. But just keep it with the journey, because there's a reason for it. There's a reason why you want to be natural, for whatever reason. We're hearing now, Gillian, that a lot of the products that we had put in our hair, including color, including the relaxers, could possibly cause cancer. And who knew that?
Exactly. So yeah, it's yeah, I saw that there's a lot of talking about
still been doing on it.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons that, I mean, we probably should be more cautious about our hair, the product that we put in our hair. And natural hair are beautiful. We are beautiful with a natural hair. I love afro. I love kinky hair.
Let me tell you, there's women, sisters can do anything with our hair. You can be in one room and there will be 10 women and they will have 10 different hairstyles. 10 totally different hairstyles, whether it's related to natural hair or even if they have extensions in it or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see. And I've seen women with different hairstyles, and I will come up and tell them, hey, I love your hair. Who did that? Or how did you do that? Or what product do you use? So I know that you said that there's going to be an expert that's going to be at the reception to talk to women about what to use and how to keep natural hair healthy.
Yes, her name is Sister Nandi. She's been doing she's into the natural hair since 20 years. So she really an expert. She knows what she's talking about. And we will talk about, as I told you, the crown art with her. She's going to give her advice to how to maintain her hair, how to be nice, pretty with her natural hair, and how to have healthy natural hair.
Healthy natural hair. I love it. All right. So again, you need to be at the Miramar Cultural Arts Center. That is going to be on Friday, January 27th. In the time, I believe, is 5:30.
Yes.
5:30, yes, to 7:30. So come on out for the reception. We always have light bites. You can see this beautiful art from Gillian, and then we will also be talking natural hair. I'll be hosting that, moderating it. So it should be a great event. Thank you so much, Gillian Conquet. She is from Guadeloupe. I love your accent. It is beautiful. And I love the fact that there is life after this media thing. So thank you for that too.
One last thing I would like to say, because you're talking about my accent, we all around the world, Black women, we don't have the same culture. We don't speak the same language, but we have one thing in common, our hair.
Awesome. And even more so. So definitely come on out on Friday, January 27th. And again, at the Miramar Cultural Arts Center, it is going to be a wonderful time. Thank you so much, Gillian. She's finishing putting up her art exhibit, but it looks beautiful from what we can see now. So we love art. So thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. And again, from embarrassment to pride, the natural hair exhibit. And you can go January 11th to March 1st at the Miramar Cultural Arts Center and the Anson Gallery there. It is going to be an amazing exhibit. I can tell I love it already. So thank you, Gillian.
Tamara, thank you so much. Thanks for the City of Miramar for having me. It's a great honor for me. So I'm a little bit stressed, I have to admit, but thank you for your support. I appreciate.
Thank you. Miramar Cultural Center, the MCC. Again, it's going to be from January 11th to March 1st that you can see the art exhibit From Embarrassment to Pride. Again, Miramar Cultural Center and the City of Miramar right there at City Hall. You can't miss it. It is going to be an amazing exhibit. 2400 Civic Center Place. Thank you so much, Gillian, and we will see you on the 27th.
Yes, and tomorrow.
Absolutely. And thank you for watching Good Morning Miramar. Until next time, I'm Tamara G. See you.